guys, it's me Martina and I'm back with another special guest in another special video. This is my husband Eddie.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay guys, today we're going to be doing the 50 random facts about us tag. If you're not familiar, essentially we're going to be rattling off 50 random facts, you know, one by one. Like I guess, are you going to go first or?
I don't care. Either way, we're going to alternate.
Yeah, we're going to alternate.
And we got our phones to keep track because that's a lot of stuff. And
yeah, hopefully.
I guess I'm not that interesting because it took me a long time to come up with 50 facts. So.
That took me a while too, but okay. Alright, I guess I'll go first. Number one is I am from the South.
Alright, my first one is I went to private elementary school.
Alright, fact number two. I love sweet tea. Like, for real, I love sweet tea.
Alright, and I wanted to be a herpetologist when I was little, which is a person that studies reptiles and amphibians. So I had all sorts of little lizards and aquariums and stuff when I was a kid.
Okay, fact number three. Okay, I have a crooked finger and it's actually very crooked, and it used to be a little more crooked than it is today. Like, in fact, I used to be able to do like really weird things with this finger. How the finger got crooked was because, if you don't follow my channel, obviously I have braces right now. But the reason why I have braces is because I used to suck my finger pretty much literally from like the age of maybe 6 months on up to not that long ago. So I sucked my pointy or index finger and I would suck it like that. So basically throughout the years it stretched back like this. It's not as flexible as it used to be, but it stretched back like this, and I ended up with a large a large peace sign that is not in any way normal. It used to be bigger than that. Like, I used to be able to like lean on it and just do crazy stuff with it, but yeah, and as a result of sucking my finger, it is now, I don't know, you guys probably can't see that, but it's now, womp womp womp, it's a crooked finger. Like, if you look, it can't even, the top doesn't touch the other finger, whereas all these fingers touch. Not so much with this one, womp womp womp. So yeah, I have a crooked finger.
Alright, and it's kind of funny, we didn't plan these out. I don't know what hers is, but my third is I've never officially had a broken bone. But I also have a crooked little pinky finger, which I'm pretty sure I broke at one point, but I was never diagnosed or had x-rays or anything.
Wow, that's weird that we both put crooked finger for that one. Okay, fact number four is that I have absolutely no tattoos, but I do have 4 piercings, or I've had 4 piercings.
Alright, and I guess mine 4 is I ran track for 1 year in high school. I ran the 400. Which was considered like the longest sprint, so I think I was like one of 2 or 3 white guys that ran sprints. He's
got legs. People say he runs like a gazelle. He runs really well. It's nice. Anyway, number 5 is that I have freckles on my hands. I have freckles everywhere. Freckles on my hands. They're on my arms. You can't see them as well because my skin is darker on my arms. You can see them clearly on my hands. All over my back. The top of my feet, and I have some of my legs, but my legs are darker down there, like towards like the calf or shin area, so you can't see them as well there. But you can clearly see them on my hands and on my feet, and you know, a little bit on my wrist, but not as well on the wrist. And you can definitely see them on my back. They're like all over my back.
So that's 5?
That's that's number 5, yes.
Okay, 5. I took AP Physics and Calculus in high school.
Okay. Number 6 is that I love, when I say I love, and it's weird because I can't explain why I love this, but I love black walnut ice cream. I don't eat ice cream often, but if I ever go anywhere for ice cream, I'm going to ask if they have black walnut. I think it's genetic. My mother loved black walnut, my whole family loves it, and I think when she was pregnant with me, she ate a lot of black walnut every day. So I'm genetically predisposed to love black walnut.
And we have left places before because they didn't have black walnut.
Yeah, like if I go to a Baskin Robbins or a TCB, like wherever we go, and if they don't have it, then like if I go there for that and they don't have it, then I'm out.
Alright, and my number 6 is I was the treasurer of my fraternity in college.
Number 7 for me is basically kind of like it's my number 7, but it pertains to the both of us, is that we were both virgins until marriage, and that was for me at age 25 and for him at age 24. So whatever, you know what I mean? It was just our conscious decision, so hey.
Alright, Alright, my number 7 is I started getting not very creative, so I work in IT.
Okay, number 8 is that just throughout my life, even before my husband, just dating, I've never, I don't know how to say this, I've only been attracted to people who are nerdy. Like they have something, like they're either super duper smart or just super duper nerdy, and that's just nerdy equals hot in my opinion. I've never been into like the pretty boys who like pamper, who want to be as, you know, pretty as I am, or who think they are. I mean, I don't know. That's just not my thing. I'm attracted to people who are smart and nerdy.
Alright, number 8 for me, I traveled to Australia one summer to do some research in college.
And he put a ring on it when he was there. Okay.
That was my number 9.
sorry.
So you can go ahead and do 9 and introduce 10.
Okay. Number 9 is that I'm a Libra, which means as a result, I can never make up my mind. Whenever we go shopping, whenever I go shopping for anything, like if I go looking for a dress or this or that, like last week I went looking for a swimsuit, I always end up with 2 because I can never make up my mind. So I'll get 2 dresses or 2 swimsuits, and I'll come home and try to figure out which one I want to keep or just keep them all. Okay, number 10. Oh, number 9 for you. Go ahead.
But you took my number 9, but I'm also a Libra, although unlike her, I make decisions fairly easily.
Oh, okay. Number 10 is that I am a real big, like I'm a really big sap. Like pretty much I cry during things that you maybe should not be crying during. Like I recently watched the whole season 1 of Orange is the New Black, and I cried every episode, and everybody was like, oh, it's a comedy, it's so funny, and so this, and I'm like, where is the comedy? I'm crying every single episode, and not crying from laughter, but crying out of like, this is some sad stuff. I don't know, but I'm really sappy, and I cry during the X Factor every week. It's really bad.
Alright, my number 10 is we had a honeymoon in Jamaica. We stayed at one of those Sandals all-inclusive resorts, which anyone that hasn't been, I'd recommend it. It was awesome. We didn't have to worry about anything. Just wake up and go eat wherever you want to, get a drink whenever you want to, and it's all taken care of.
It was pretty good. I want to go back. Number 11 is that a lot of y'all don't know this because I don't think I've ever really talked about this on this channel, but I'm really artistic. Some of you may know that I dabble in journalism, broadcast, print. I've done radio. I'm currently kind of still in radio, but that's a whole different issue. But before that, my whole life I've always been really creative. I've done theater. I've been an honor thespian. Yes, I was an honor thespian. I did TV in high school. I started dancing at a very young age, all the way up through college I danced. And I still love to dance in my house. I'd like to take some classes again. I think that would be really fun to like learn to belly dance or something, but I think I can do it naturally already. But that's a whole different subject. I have a very musical background. I write songs, I write poetry. I started, oh, that's a whole different one. Wait, let's see. Yes, let's move on to the next. What's yours?
You're done. All right, for my number 11, my little brother had leukemia, but he's okay now.
Okay, that was a sad transition. Okay, number 12. Kind of piggybacking off number 11, music is actually my first love. Many people, if you know me, then you know that I'm a music crackhead junkie, and I come from a musical family with a musical background. Music is my first love. Number 13. This is something I always joke to him about, but it's so true. Everywhere I go, I always manage to get VIP parking. It doesn't matter if
It's true. She'll get like either the first or the second to first spot.
It doesn't matter if the parking lot is like full of people, whether it's Whole Foods, literally Target, Walmart, wherever I go, I always get VIP parking. It just happens that there's something empty there. Or I drive around one time and then someone has magically pulled out and I can take their spot.
Alright, my 13 is I used to have asthma as a kid. Your turn again.
Okay, number 4. Number 14. As y'all know, I do love music. I love all music actually. I listen to like every type of music. Number 14. Camera's cut off a couple times here, so yeah. Number 14 is that I love all music. I know I told y'all earlier that I love music in general, but I literally could listen to any type of music. Sometimes people say, oh, what's your favorite type? I can't really pick a favorite. However, if I just had to, not that it is my favorite, but it's probably the closest to my favorite. If I had, it's like asking someone who's your favorite child. You don't really have, maybe some of you do, I don't know. But country music would be my favorite if I had to pick, which I don't know how I could pick because I just love all types of music. So.
Yeah, we had to work on that when we first started going out. I'd get embarrassed and have to like roll the windows up as she changed it.
Because he doesn't like country, but I love country music, so yeah.
Alright, my 14 is I played soccer in middle school, and it was kind of funny. I played as a midfielder, and I played like, you know, like a little church league and stuff before. So I was used to, as a midfielder, having to do everything. So when I played for my school, you know, the ball would get kicked past me, and I'd turn around to go get it, and our defenders already had it. So it was awesome playing with other people kind of on the same level where I didn't have to play defense and move up.
Number 15, this is something you guys don't know as well, is that I am very, very picky about like germs, cleanliness. Some examples would be like I would never, well, I don't want to say never because I've been toying with the idea after years of saying never of maybe a dog or a child, and now the child is going to win, hopefully. But I'm just the kind of person like I would never have an indoors pet, probably would never have a pet, period. I just, I don't like it when people go to the restroom, don't wash their hands. I don't like it when people use hand sanitizer as a substitute for washing their hands when they need to be washing their hands. Little things like that. I'm just very picky about like cleanliness and germs and just nastiness. So.
And what was that?
That was number 15.
About what?
That I'm just very picky. And,
oh,
yeah.
That's true. Alright, so my 15 is I used to get allergy shots as a kid. I used to hate them and procrastinate, so I think I ended up having to go like twice as long as needed. I think it was like 4 or 5 years or something.
Okay, number 16. Okay, number 16 for me is that, a lot of y'all don't know this as well, is that I do have super ninja assassin abilities. I have yet to discuss this with you guys, but I've told him all the time, like if we have kids, they're gonna be some super ninja assassin babies because like if you throw something at me, I do some weird, like you know that movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Angelina Jolie, and in this scene where he came home and they were about to like fight in the kitchen when they first discovered that they were assassins, and I think she dropped a knife or threw a knife and kicked it back. I do that kind of stuff, seriously. All the time, little things happen, like I'll drop something this way and something will get knocked over behind me, and I can catch this, spin around, kick the other item up, and then catch it in my hand. So, yes, I have secret ninja assassin skills. It's true.
It's not quite movie-like, but in
oh, he's
general,
never around when it happens.
I've tossed stuff to you, and she'll catch it. She
Yeah.
actually can, you know, got some skills with that. So
Yeah,
she's not just going to get knocked upside the head.
But you've never been around when like multiple things have fallen at one time and I've managed to catch everything and kind of scare myself with how good I was at catching it.
We'll have to try that out and record it for y'all.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Alright, so I think it's my turn, right?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I'm 16 in college. As an undergraduate, I got 2 bachelor's degrees, 1 in computer engineering and 1 in electrical engineering.
Whoop, whoop, my baby is smart. Okay, what was your minor?
I also got a second major in physics and a minor in math. It was kind of like these buy 2, get the 3rd free. They all kind of overlap.
I told y'all my baby is a genius. Okay, number 17. A lot of people say, well, what's your favorite color? And the truth is, I don't have a favorite color. I just don't. I think at different stages of my life, I might have at some point, like maybe it was purple, I think. Or maybe it was, I don't know, but I just don't have a favorite color. It's weird, but no.
I actually like cooking. I also like eating, so I figure it kind of goes along to make sense that I like cooking stuff that tastes good so I can then eat it.
Okay. Number 18, my favorite / lucky number is 7, and since it's my lucky number, it's therefore my favorite number.
And my favorite drink is Hennessy and Coke, vanilla Coke.
It's true. Number 19 is that I have a huge family, kind of like the Jacksons, and they kind of look alike, and there's over 12,000 of them, and 12,000 that my family knows of in my county alone. So literally I run into cousins, second cousins. I meet people all the time, and then it turns out we're relatives, and it's very strange, but I have a huge family, yay, yeah.
Yeah, it turns out one girl that worked in my office as a student worker I think it was her grandmother was cousins with your mom.
My mom and her mom are first cousins. So she's my second cousin, and we all look alike. So then once he knew that, he's like, oh yeah, she's part of the tribe. She looks like it.
Well, I think she kind of spotted me because I kind of stood out at the family reunion.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, did you already do your number 19?
My number 19 is, if I had to choose a favorite type of food, I couldn't just choose one food, but a general type, I'd probably say Asian, like Thai, Japanese, sushi, and if you want to lump Indian in with Asian, since it's kind of the Asian continent.
Okay. Number 20 is that I cannot stand the sounds of like chewing and like eating sounds. The only person who I can stand to listen to eat would be myself, which is really weird. But if anyone else, like if I don't have the TV on and we were eating and I could just hear like even if the mouth is shut and you're eating properly, not smacking, I just cannot stand the sound of chewing, slobber, and I don't even like the sound of when people go like kiss and it's like, I don't like that sound. But, well, I like to kiss him. Well, I don't mind the sound when I kiss him, but I don't like to hear other people kiss. It's just nasty. I don't like it. Ooh, don't like it.
You know? Alright, my favorite sport is basketball.
Okay. Number 21 is, none of y'all know this because I'm the kind of person, I don't like to, you know how you have like those stands, like the Beyonce stands and the Rihanna Navy and the seats. I don't do all that, but the thing is, I secretly do it on the inside for Brandy. Brandy is the, I was gonna say the love of my life, but she's obviously not the love of my life. But before him, no, I'm just kidding. Actually, at some point, most of my life, I just looked up to Brandy so much. When I was younger, I have all her CDs. I would record her on TV, and NSYNC too. NSYNC, oh yes, I have all of their performances that they've done on TV. I have them all recorded on VHS. When I was young, everybody knew how obsessed. I wore this NSYNC necklace every day for years. I let go of it finally in college. And I had a picture of Justin Timberlake beside my bed even when I went to college. It was like a little weird, but
it's not there anymore.
I thought, yeah, I got rid of it. Got rid of it eventually, but back to Brandy. Brandy was the number one influence in my, well, not number one in my life. That would probably be my parents and my family. But aside from that, like celebrity-wise, I'm telling y'all, if I could be a stan, which I don't like that term, it would be for Brandy. Brandy. Okay.
Alright, and my 21 is I'm cheap. I stay subscribed to all those coupon books, so I pay for both of them. You can buy one and get one free. And the most important thing, if I was going to buy a car, would probably be gas mileage. And yeah.
Okay. Number 22 is my favorite movie is Cinderella, the one with Brandy in it, because like I said, I have an obsession with Brandy. I used to get my hair braided every style she did. For Moesha, like all throughout her years, I would get the same style every time she got a new one. But yeah, Cinderella.
Alright, and when I was a kid, my house burned. My family was actually at Orlando and Disney, and we got a call saying our house had burned, so we had to cut it short. Didn't get to watch the magic display, and came back. Ended up working out alright because we got all new stuff, and insurance took care of it. And I met a group of friends at some apartments we stayed at while the house was rebuilt.
Which, if he never would have met those friends, we never would have met.
Yeah, so it all works out.
Okay, number 23 is that I'm very sensitive when it comes to people that I love. Like very sensitive, real sensitive, and protective.
And when I was like a little kid, like less than 3, we used to have blonde hair. We have one picture where it's like almost platinum blonde. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, like white blonde hair. Number 24, and this is something funny. Not funny, but whatever. That we were on Bridezillas, and obviously, even though I was on the show, what y'all probably don't know is that I really was nothing like a Bridezilla. I was not a Bridezilla. All of the people at the that worked for the wedding, all of our vendors, wedding planners, everyone was like, "Wow, you're not even a Bridezilla." They loved me. We got along great. I think for the show, I don't think I was a Bridezilla. I think I was more of like a princess bride, but I think I had more issues with my wedding party versus weddings with me, issue with me. Like I wasn't cussing people out or beating people up or throwing cake on people. It was just more so like a lot of things that went wrong with the wedding party and last minute things that just were not going right. But other than that, I really was not a Bridezilla. I was awesome to work with. I think I was an awesome bride. Well, okay, going back to the vendors though, would you say I was a Bridezilla? None of them said I was. Vendors, so. Yeah, none of them said I was a Bridezilla. And I didn't threaten to leave you or beat you up or throw you in the river.
Or give me a reason to leave.
Yeah, so basically if you saw the show, I mean, it's just a show. It's not, yeah.
So we're on 24?
24. Yeah.
Alright, so I have one sibling and I'm the oldest.
Okay, 25 is that I do not lie to people. Now I realize I'm not perfect, duh, hello. When I say that, I mean like it's really hard for me. Like when people ask me something, I will tell them the truth. Like if someone says, hey, Martina.
So don't tell her a secret.
Huh?
You
Okay.
can't lie and someone asks
Oh, well,
you
that's
for-
different though. I can keep your secrets. But if you were like, hey, so is my baby pretty? I would say, oh, that's a pretty bow. But if you kept pushing, I mean, I've never done, this is just an example. Yeah, so basically if you ask me a question and it's something that's, you know, may hurt your feelings the first time, I will probably, you know, give you like a, oh, well, you know, whatever. But then if you push again, then I'm just gonna be like, well, I'll say it nicely,
blunt.
but I'm very blunt. And I'll put it nicely, but
like bludgeoningly.
at the same time, don't ask a question if you don't want the answer. Like, I don't go around asking people, hey, do I look a little plump today? It's like, because I don't want you to tell me, yes, you do. So I don't ask people that question. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah.
So, my first job after I got my bachelor's, couldn't find something in my field, so I was teaching SAT prep courses. It was my first official job out of college.
All right, number 26. It's something kind of cool about me, I guess, is that I always follow criticism with a compliment. And I didn't realize I did this until a few months ago. My old coworker, when I was at work, she pointed it out to me. She's like, you know, every time you say something negative, you always follow it up with something positive. Like, oh, so-and-so, you know, she really, this is just an example, you know, oh, she really talks too much, but I really love her kind spirit. It's really weird, but I mean, she's right, because now I pay attention and I notice whenever I say anything that's, you know, something where I criticize someone, I have to follow it up with a compliment. I just don't know why. Maybe it's the Southern Belle in me. I don't know.
Or sometimes she'll sandwich it. She'll start out with a compliment, sneak an insult in, and then end up with a compliment. So you're just confused.
I like to balance it out.
You're not sure if, you know, she insulted you or if she's complimenting you.
A little bit of both, I guess. I don't know.
Alright,
what's
so
yours?
my 26 is actually for both of us kind of. We were actually in a pie eating contest recently, which is going to be on the, as long as it's not edited out or something, it'll be in season 2 of Barbecue Crawl.
On the Travel Channel, so it'll be in the spring of 2014, so.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Number 27 is that I love pizza. I do.
Semi-addicted. My 27 is I got my master's in computer engineering.
Okay. Number 28 is that I'm a very kind of girly Southern belle. Like, I don't hunt, I don't like to get dirty, I don't like to garden. We do have a greenhouse and it's unfortunately dying out there. I don't like to get dirty, but I do love pickup trucks. I love pickup trucks and I love, let's see.
You went to go shoot?
I went shooting for the first time like a couple weeks ago and I really enjoyed it. I might get into that. I won't get into killing animals just because it's like, but let's see, also, oh yeah, so like the pickup trucks, and also people wouldn't guess by my girly and whatever personality is that I, like Jay from Awkward Black Girl, I have a secret talent of being able to rap. And I've written many secret rap songs. Some of them have been heard by some of my old friends, you know, back in college. I'm good with speed rapping. I'm good with lots of different types of rapping. And many of you are probably thinking, you probably cannot, but you don't know. It's my secret talent, one of my secret talents.
All right, was that 28?
Yeah.
Okay, 28, I always enjoyed learning how things work. Like in high school when it came out, that howthingswork.com website, I just loved it. When I was a kid and my toys stopped working, I'd break them open just to kind of see what was inside. They weren't working.
Oh, he's
I trashed them.
a little genius, man. Okay, number 29. It's like I told y'all before, I am kind of a girly girl, but I do love steak and I love lobster, but guess what? I have a secret hidden attraction to chitlins. I'm not romantically attracted to them, but I love to eat chitlins and my mom makes the best chitlins on this earth. I don't have them often. It's more like once a year, maybe twice a year type thing, like a holiday, like, you know, maybe Christmas or New Year's, or usually Christmas or Thanksgiving, I think. But it's not something I just make every weekend in my kitchen. But when I have it that once or twice a year, it is just the best thing that I just love it so much. And people are like, oh, it's nasty, but it just tastes so good to me. Hot sauce and vinegar, salt and pepper on it, it's good. Sorry, it's just good to me.
Alright, my next one, I've been working since I was 15. There was one 6-month gap where I wasn't when I was 16 years old, but for the most part, I've pretty much been working ever since I was 15.
Alright, number 30 is that I am not an animal person. Like, you will not see me feeding the animals at the zoo. You will not see me cuddling a kitty. And you will not see me kissing on a doggy. I just had to try to rhyme something that did not rhyme. But at any rate, I'm not an animal person. I don't hate them. But what I'm trying to get at is that even though I'm not an animal or a pet person, I don't believe in hunting. I just don't believe in hunting. I don't see the point. Unless you're hunting to live, like you have, this is the way that you're going to survive. I just don't promote that.
My favorite color is blue.
It's kind of a weird transition. I'm also not really like one of those people to protest either, so don't get that opinion. I just don't like to hunt. I'm not down with that. But anywho, number 31 is that I think fall and spring would be, they're my favorite seasons. I'm not sure which one I like more, but I like them the most. Yeah.
And I don't like orange. In fact, we can't have a significant amount of orange in the house. If Martina sees like a rug or something, and like, oh, how about this? I'm like, nope, it has orange.
It's true. I bought some picture frames and I still haven't put them up. I bought them when we first got married. They were mirrors.
So.
He probably broke it on purpose.
No.
Now that I think about it, that they were in his office.
It's an accident. They've lasted for years. I mean, if I had the secret mission to break them, then I would have, got it done, quick done in a hurry. Bam, cracked. Sorry, gonna toss it.
Okay, well, I never got to put those mirrors on the wall, and they were cute, and somebody is a haterator. I'm just saying. Haterator. Orange is nice. Okay. Anyway, number 32. Did you do your 31 yet? You don't like the
yeah, that was my 31.
Okay, number 32 is that a lot of y'all don't know this about me, but I started storytelling at probably the age of when I could talk, I guess. I would literally, and it wasn't just like normal baby storytelling, it was like quality, like in-depth plot, beginning, end, stuff. People just, they couldn't believe what was coming out of my mouth. And I'm not,
and they still don't.
I'm not just making this up. My mom would take me places, and then the people would just, like at the beauty shop or the nail salon, they would actually ask me to tell these amazingly detailed stories.
Is that when you started making up stories about people?
Look.
She'll like see somebody randomly in the parking lot. Look at them. She just got divorced and she's stressed out because her kids are having problems in school. And she'll go like on and on making up a story about this person's life that she saw for like 5 seconds.
Here's the thing.
It is really very entertaining though.
It's entertaining, but the fact is I'm really good at reading people. I have the ability to connect on a subconscious level. When I look at people, I can see into their souls, and I can see their journey and what they're going through. I'm not trying to say I'm like a prophet or none of that, or a psychic, none of that. But I do have the ability to connect to people, and I can kind of see like, you're having a rough day. And then I think, I look at the context clues, baby. Context clues. This is getting so off track here. Okay, I started storytelling at the age of maybe 2 or 3, whenever I started talking. And by the age of 4, I started actually doing creative writing. I was writing stories, poems, that kind of, because I started school when I was 4, so I knew how to write and everything by that point. So yeah, I was an early.
These might be more of a unique story than a random fact. Still, I guess it's a fact. So in high school, I got one of these like emotion or motivation type posters that mine said procrastination. It said something along the lines of hard work often pays off over time, and laziness always pays off now. And ironically, I never got around to putting it up.
Number 33 is that I have an above average nonverbal IQ, which maybe that helps me to be able to, put the picture together, take these context clues, and
create stories.
Not create stories, but you know what? You just need to just look. A higher than average and nonverbal IQ. That's what I have.
And I started trading stocks back when I was in high school. In fact, when I was in art class as a senior, I didn't want to be there, but my art teacher was cool, and I just get my work done, turn it in, and she'd let me hop on the computer and trade stocks in class in high school.
That's how it goes, babe. Gotta make that money. Okay, number 34. Oh God, just reading this makes me feel very uneasy. Like I need to look around the room and make sure it's safe. Okay guys, I have to confess, I do have a really bad fear of snakes. I also fear tornadoes and hurricanes, but the most would be snakes. I've always had this fear since birth. Nothing has happened to me. I haven't seen a snake and been attacked. That makes me feel very uneasy just thinking about that. I just have this fear. When I look at them, they bother me. They just, I don't know how anyone could love them or even like them or tolerate them. They just look so slimy and scaly and sneaky and just snaking around the ground up to no good.
As you have on the snake skin.
I do, you're right. Okay, well this is not a real snake. I don't like snakes, y'all. I'm afraid of them. I think if I saw one, I would probably have a heart attack or pass out, or I don't know what I would do, but I don't know. I just don't even want, I can't even watch movies with snakes. Snakes on the plane, I have not seen snakes on the plane. I don't even want to see snakes on the ground. I don't want to see snakes on the plane either. I just can't do it. Can you do it, Harry? Do you like it? He likes those kind of things. He likes them. See, it's making me itch. Hey guys, sorry this video keeps getting cut off so much so that if you notice, he is now stripping off his clothes because it's just getting kind of tiresome. It's his birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday to him. So he's having some sake and now he has lost his shirt, I guess. As we proceed to try to film the rest of this video. Okay, so terrified of snakes. And what was your number 34? Do you remember?
34. Oh, so between 6th and 7th grade, I had this huge growth spurt where it probably grew like 4 or 5 inches. So basically since 7th grade, I only grew a few inches since then.
He was huge. Good Lord. Okay, number 35 is that I don't get in murky water, so that means I don't get in like lake water. Anything, if I can't.
I'm gonna get on a lake at some point.
She's not gonna get me in a lake, y'all. Number 1, fear of snakes. I am not getting in. I can just picture them on my toes, on my, no, I am not getting in. If I can't see what's going on around me, and you know how people getting that, what is it, the meningitis, not meningitis, but that girl, she got that from that lake water in Tennessee, because we're in Tennessee. She got the brain eating or some kind of bacteria that went up her nose and went to her brain, and she's still almost, she's making it out of it alive, thank God. But I'm not trying to end up, you're not gonna take me out like that. Now, what I will say is that I will get in the ocean, particularly the clear-ish light blue, you know, when I can see around me. If I can see a shark on the horizon, I need to see what's going on. I gotta see it all. So I don't do murky water, but I will do an ocean if I can see. Just saying.
Alright, so I grew up playing video games probably since I was about 4 or so. A next door neighbor who was older basically taught me how to play video games, and I was hooked. I had a subscription to Nintendo Power and all that good stuff. But when I got to college, I didn't really have time, so I've kind of given it up for the most part since then.
Which is a good thing. I guess it's good that he goes to work and leads a productive life. I don't know. Well, actually now he's gotten back into playing Grand Theft Auto, like on his spare time on the weekends or something like that. So, but he's not crazy.
Yeah, we got an Xbox, although we use it to stream media more so than play video.
I watch more YouTube videos and Netflix and all that stuff. Anyway, number 36 is that one of my sort of secret, I don't want to say dreams, but yeah, I guess a dream, I don't know, is that I'd like to be able to ride a motorcycle in a bikini. Just by myself, on a motorcycle, in a bikini, with like in the prime shape of my life, just riding around in the wind. Or my neighborhood, like that. That's like always been a dream of mine.
My 36 is I got straight A's in 7th grade, and it was kind of funny because like we took a picture and all the other kids had on, you know, their nice little polo shirts and like some khakis or something, and I had on like some baggy jeans and a t-shirt from some basketball tournament. And after that, for some reason, I decided it wasn't like worth it, so I was gonna like do good, but you know, just going that extra. It takes so much more work just to get, you know, a little bit better, to get straight A's. I was like, I'm just gonna do good. Your turn.
But he still had an excellent GPA. Just want to put that out there. Okay, number 37 is that I enjoy classic films. I love the old black and whites. I've been watching them for most of my life. I just enjoy them, especially the ones that make me cry.
Alright, my 37 is I still watch anime.
Okay, number 38. My dream car would be, my dad has like an old car, an old truck. It's from the 50s, and it's currently kind of like a light baby bluish color. And if I could ever get that from him and then fix it up, like restore it back to its beauty, I would name it Cinderella, and it would be my favorite car. It would just be epic to have that car. I mean, hello, I like trucks. It's an antique, like just love it, or a retro, throwback, whatever you want to call it. If I couldn't have that, I guess I would have like a Range Rover. There's like a Range Rover, or maybe like a Range Rover. But here's the thing about me. I'm not like a big car, oh, I have to have the latest BMW, or I have to have the latest flashy car. I mean, I would just take a car, like a regular car. I have a regular car now. So I would just prefer my dad's 50s car over like a luxury top of the line car. Yeah.
Alright, and I'm not really a big football fan. Probably because when I was little, you know, I played like basketball, baseball, soccer, all the little things I could sign up for at my church. But at that time, they didn't have football for little kids. So I never really got into it when I was young, and never really have a whole lot now. I'll watch some stuff like the Super Bowl, or like watch a game with my friends, but it's not like I'm like, all right, I gotta go home and watch a game.
Yeah, which I'm kind of glad that he's not, because I'm not like a huge sports fanatic, and it would suck if he lived to watch all the games and this and that. If I had to go to every game, I don't think we would not have probably ended up together had he been like obsessed with sports. But so thankfully he's normal, and he has other other hobbies, goals, interests. So yeah. Number 39 is that the top of my ear was actually chopped off. I know it sounds bad, but it's actually pretty true. When I was younger, I would say probably around 3rd or 4th grade, my brother, y'all don't see what he's doing down there. Anyway, my brother and I were with my mom. We were shopping, I think in Dillard's or Macy's, one of the two. I can't even remember, it's been so long. But they were changing up the department. We were in the comforter department, the home decor, by all the comforters. And they were in the middle of sort of just rehabbing the store. Things were all over the place. It just was not safe for anyone to be walking, let alone, you know, children. And they had these glass sort of cases that all the comforters and pillows were being stored in or whatever. And somehow I tripped over a comforter or something that was on the floor, and I fell into the glass case, and the top of this ear, which is now normal, you wouldn't even know, was sliced off, and it was just barely hanging. Well, I guess technically it wasn't sliced off, but it was literally just hanging on, like dangling down here, just by a little piece of skin. And when it happened, I didn't realize what happened because it happened so fast, and I got up and my head was hurting, and I was crying like, oh, my head hurts. And so I went over to my mom and I was like, oh, my head hurts. And they're like, you're bleeding all over the place. And then when I saw the blood, I started panicking. They were like running me out of the store, and they took me right to the hospital, and I actually did not have enough time for them to numb me or sedate me, and I had to have stitches without any sedation. So I could feel every stitch. They like held me down, and they were just like, But I took it like a G. Well, I cried like a baby. But in my mind, I think I took it like as G as you could take it in a moment like that. You know what I'm saying? So they sewed my ear back on, and the worst part, that was the worst part, but it healed and I had a keloid. So I ended up having to go back in for a surgery. They put me under a few months later to remove the keloid and fix my ear because it was looking like a little elf ear with the way it healed. But now I look fine. You would not even really be able to tell that anything happened. And I do have little bitty ears, but I look normal now. No one even knows.
Alright, I like crunching numbers. To me, I like need a number to make a decision. So when we were looking at houses and stuff, I actually put together this metric, and I was like, okay, so we're gonna rank these numbers and then those, and we're gonna multiply them, and then we have some number, and the number is gonna tell us what house we need.
He really did do that, y'all, like for real. It's crazy. Number 40 is that I secretly hope that our kids are musically gifted. Mostly so they can sing only for me. I don't want them to become famous because I know the music industry. I know a lot of people involved, and just in general to see what they go through, and just not just them, but like when you make it to the big leagues, I just wouldn't want to put them through what you have to go through to get there. Not the hard work, but all the shady, seedy, darkness, sleeping your way in, all of that politics, I wouldn't want to put any of my children through that. However, I do hope they're musically gifted so they can sing to me with their beautiful angelic voices, and maybe we could even be in a family band. That would be so much fun.
Even though I have no musical skills.
We'll teach you something, baby. You can shake the tambourine. Okay.
Alright, when I was a little kid, I would eat when I got bored. Like in the summer, you know how when you're a kid and you're summer, there's nothing to do and nothing good on TV because it's during the workday? I'd just like to go to the refrigerator and eat something.
I think you still do that sometimes.
Yeah. If we have something good.
Yeah. Okay, number 41 is that I have really long fingers and long toes. And I wear a size 10 shoe, so 9.5, 10, depending upon the shoe, but aren't they big? They're like really long. I guess, you know what? I could have played the piano with my secret piano hands. It's true.
Alright, and my 41 is I have bad feet. Like when I ran track, I just tore my feet up. And when I was a kid, they actually took me to the doctor and they were like, oh, we'll give you this special insert, blah, 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 you know, lifetime warranty. And then I cracked the thing. So I just gave up on that and I have bad feet.
Okay, he's really hard on his feet. Number 42 is that I've always had an obsession with vampires. I still do. Every year when I was little, I would be some type of vampire for Halloween, but I would just switch it up. Like I'd be like a maid vampire or a cheerleader vampire or a school teacher vampire. But every year I was a freaking vampire. And honestly, I think if I could have a secret, I just love vampires. I'm still so obsessed and I'm just drawn to vampires. I just love them.
You should combine it with a zombie and be a zombie vampire.
I don't want to be a zombie, but I mean, if it were possible to be a vampire, aside from having to eat people, I think it would be pretty awesome. Hello, yeah.
Alright, and my favorite music is rap and hip hop. My first, I guess, record or cassette back then was actually Crisscross.
That was me singing Jump Jump in my head. Okay, and I have not had any sake yet, y'all. I'm just crazy. Oh, I kind of just told y'all 43. 43 was that I was a vampire almost every year for Halloween.
So my 43 is my favorite book is The Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah. Wait, okay. Number 44 is that I've always wished that I had a twin. Just growing up throughout my life, college, to this day, I think if I had a twin, we would be like a dynamic duo. I mean, we would have just gotten into so much stuff. Not that I would have, because I was actually a good child and a good, you know, I never really got into trouble. I think it just would have been so awesome. We could have dressed alike. We could have just done stuff. I mean, I had 3 older sisters and 1 little brother. So I've always had someone with me. I'm not like a singleton or an only child or something, but I think having a twin would have just been pretty much epic. I mean, I hope we have twins at some point. Maybe, I don't know. They run in my family.
My next one is I've never successfully read like some fictional storybook on my own. I used to read them for school because you know you had to do that. But whenever I've tried on my own, I'd like read the first 3 chapters and then I'd stop for a little while, something would happen, so then later on I'd come back and I'm like, oh, I don't want to forget what's happened. So I reread the chapters, stop again, and the 3rd time you're like, I don't want to reread this stuff, but I don't remember it, so then the book's just gone. I have read technical books because it's a little easier to pick up at that point.
A little genius. Okay. 45 is that I got my first ticket around the age of 27, so that's like a couple years ago, and that was literally I got pulled over on Christmas Eve, pulling onto my street, and I could see our old apartment, and I was like, officer, should I just pull into my apartment? Because it's my first time being pulled over. I was freaking out. I didn't know. But see, now that I know, he told me, oh no, don't pull in there. Pull over in this parking lot. And I'm thinking, now that I know better, it's because if I would have pulled over into my my apartment complex, he wouldn't have been able to give me a ticket. So him having me to pull over in this other parking lot, he was able to totally give me that ticket. But the thing is, I have a clean record because I went to the the court, and they said, they just dropped it. I paid my court fees and I was out of there.
Yeah. And so my 45 is I used to have no social skills. Like back in high school, I remember one girl asked me why I didn't talk much, and my response was simply that I didn't have anything to say.
Yeah. But he grew out of that. Now. In college, when he joined his fraternity, that's when he blossomed. That's when I met him.
I was kind of forced into social situations that I did not want to be in, and had to learn to make the best of it.
Yeah. But you were good at it, babe.
Yeah.
You were.
I know, eventually.
Yeah. He's really good at it. Now he's the people person. He's more of a people person than I am, which in high school, I was more of the popular girl, you know, knew everyone and stuff in college. But now he can work a room better than I can, to be honest with you. So, oh, number 46 is that I'm very clumsy. I just am. Even though I have my secret ninja assassin ability, when I don't have those skills, like when they're not working, I'm very clumsy.
My 46 is that I'm an introvert. I might have gotten better social skills, but if someone just told me midday through work, hey, you have the rest of the day off, I'd be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go home and chill. I'm not gonna be like, all right, let me go call up my friends. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna relax.
Yeah, low key. Number 47 is that I wanted to attend Juilliard. That was one of my old dreams.
All right, my 47 is that Abercrombie & Fitch scares me. I don't like it. Like, I remember in high school, like, one of our friends was, like, working there, and we were supposed to meet them, but I was not going to go inside until my other friend showed up. Something about that place just creeps me out. I don't like it.
Yeah, I've never gone into that place myself. That's the one where the guys are topless, right? And the lighting is really dark and dim, and it looks like you might go in there, and it might be, like someone might attack. I don't know. I've never gone in there because I just don't like it. I don't like the way it looks on the outside. I don't like the darkness and the nakedness of the men. I don't like it. Even though I wanted to, or one of my dreams was to go to Juilliard. I ended up going to MTSU for their broadcast program. And then later on, I transferred back to Memphis, and that's when I met him. And I went to school. I completed my education in Memphis. So, yeah.
Alright, and my 48 is I'm not really a big fan of reality TV, or at least a lot of the reality TV, you know, everyone's yelling and screaming and fighting and just acting stupid.
Which is funny because we were on a reality show.
Yeah, we were on a reality show. We weren't screaming and acting stupid. But I enjoy some stuff like the Gold Rush or something, because I feel like it's kind of interesting. I can kind of learn something, but the dramatic ones where people are getting drunk and yelling and screaming and fighting, I don't like it.
Although I will say, I think he might like, I've been getting him into Tamar and Vince. I think he might secretly. Do you like that show?
It's entertaining.
They're funny.
But they're not just getting drunk, you know, going out and fighting with people and just doing completely stupid stuff. But, I mean, they have a goal. Like on each show, they have like a list of what they want to accomplish that day. Whereas the other reality shows, it's like they don't have any goals in life, so...
That's true. Okay, number 50. I don't have 50, I only have 49.
Oh, you'll get to make one up. I can go and do my 50 and you can think about it.
Okay. Well,
but we're just on 49
Yeah,
now.
do your 49 first, then I'll do mine.
Okay, my 49 is I used to collect basketball and baseball cards as a kid.
I still don't have one.
I can go 50.
Can you think of something for me, babe?
Let's see. Let me do my. You dance uncontrollably?
That's true. Number 49 is that I dance uncontrollably. I will just start dancing. My body will just start moving. I don't do this at work or any place like that, but at home, I don't know that it's happening, and I just tend to start dancing like, like, you know, just dancing. Every Saturday morning, whenever I get up to make breakfast, I usually start the day with a fresh moonwalk through the kitchen. Like, you know, just moonwalk it, and then I'll break dance it out a little bit. And I usually have the radio on, so I don't just have music in my head.
But sometimes she does.
Sometimes I do, that's a fact. I had some earlier when I was doing this. But yeah, so I like to moonwalk it out and kind of do like a little bit of this. I love to do the robot. That usually comes out whenever there's, you know, I've had a little wine or something. But yeah, I love Running Man. I don't do the Running Man though. I just do the robot.
I mean, you did do the back in her wild and crazy college days.
Wild and crazy. What was I doing that was so wild and crazy? I was not very wild and crazy. Not compared to these people out there these days. Seriously. But anywho,
so what was it on the list?
That's about it. So yeah, what's your 49?
I already gave my 49.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay.
my 50, you want me to give my 50?
Give your 50, sure.
All right. My 50 is I don't really like social media. Like I'm on Facebook because I got on when it first started, and you know they were adding colleges, and my friends were like, "Oh, my college just got added," and I have this theory that everything's best in its most basic form. You know, when it starts out, and then you start adding all these apps and this and that, and I don't like all that. You know, the wall, the messages and the pictures, that's all you really need. Instagram, Twitter, all of that. To me, social media has become like a chore, so I'll check it every few weeks.
He's never on there, but I'm on there every day, all day. And I'll tell you one thing, it's because of him. The night we met, you got me on Facebook. You were like, oh,
she didn't know what Facebook was. That was back like 2005 or something, and she was like, oh, what is Facebook? I think I saw that.
We met May 20th, 2005, and that was the day that he introduced me to Facebook, and that was the day we started our friendship. That led to a relationship a few months later, and now we're married.
That's the story of our lives.
Story of our lives. Anywho, number 50 is, the last thing is that it's going to be like a shameless plug. So, yes, I'm going to be shameless on this one. Shout out to Shameless Maya. But anywho, yeah, as y'all know, I have experience with TV, broadcast, print, all kinds of journalism, all kind of creative stuff. I've done some, you know, the reality thing. I don't know that I would do that again. Actually, I would if it was something more positive. I would do it again. I wouldn't do like something negative again. I just wouldn't, because that's not who I am. And I don't want to portray myself in that way anymore. However, if you guys know anyone that's currently looking for someone to do any kind of TV work, radio, print, any kind of commercials, be the face of their brand, whatever, anything that's sort of creative in front of the camera or even behind the camera, whether it's TV related, radio, print, a little bit of acting, because like I said, I do have an acting background as well. Let me know. Send them my way. If you want to look at my portfolio, the link is down in the description box. The link to my website with my resume and all that stuff. And also my newsreel, TV reel articles and stuff. They're all down there as well if you click that link. So don't just watch the video and look and say, hey, she's awesome, or hey, she's doing awesome things. Check out my video, see my talent, ability, and previous work. And if you have someone in the industry, or if you're in the industry, check it out. And, you know, if you need someone, let me know. I'm currently looking for some more TV work, and I'd be happy to work something out with you. Not that kind of TV work. If you work in the dirty industry, you know what industry I'm talking about. Don't send me, because some of these people on YouTube, if you do YouTube videos, you know you get some weird requests on here. Some of these people are just not quite right. Those aren't the requests I'm looking for, like legit TV, magazine, newspaper, radio work. I'm your girl. And that's it, shameless plug. Okay, gotta go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching our long video. Hope you enjoyed getting to know us. And if you want to see more videos from the two of us together, because I actually like to do videos with him, I think it's fun. I spend like all my time with him. So it will be nice to kind of show you guys what we do when we're together. And also be sure to hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All the links are down below.
Right, we need to have like Chappelle wrap it up. So this is the end.
Our camera has died $20.
Follow back. Have a good night.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.